Have you ever had this happen before, where you're in a bookshop and you're browsing books and you have this book in hand and you can't quite remember if you already own it or not? No, just me? Ever since I started reading and buying more books earlier this year, I've been getting this, where I doubt if I already own a book or not. So what did I do as a solution to this problem? Well, I made my own book catalog. And first of all, I'm very happy that I already started this right now at the start of me collecting and owning books, because this took me about an hour. Like, I sat down, I just went hey at it, and I just put in all of the books that I own into this book catalog. Side note, I put in only my fantasy books and not my business books or mindset books or anything, because those books I don't generally pick up whenever I'm in a store. I will buy those online and I don't care about them as much. But all of my fantasy books are now put into a nicely organized Excel file. And to be completely honest, it just makes me really happy that I have this. So whenever my partner is with me book shopping and he goes, "Hey, do you already have this book?" I can just open it on my phone because it's a Google Drive file and I can just see it. And whenever I get home with a new book haul, I will just quickly put them in. It will take me 5 minutes or less. And it's just magical. I really, really enjoy it. So basically what I did, I think this was a Sunday afternoon, I got fed up because we got back from Waterstones and I was like confused which books I had and hadn't. So I just took out my trusty laptop that I also use for DJing and set myself down right there, because we can actually pull out the little drawers and put something on it. And I just grabbed my bunch of books, put them in, and then put them back into my bookcase. And I know some of you will be screaming at your screen right now, but you can also use Goodreads. Yes, but on Goodreads, you can only see the information that Goodreads gives you. And I personally prefer having my own file because I can put like comments in with it. For example, you always have the title of the book, the name, like the last name of the author, and then the first name of the author, but I always include extra information as well. So for me, you have title, last name, first name, and then I also put in the edition of the book, hardcover, softcover, signed edition, Illumicrate edition, what have you, so that I know which ones I already have. And then also the theme of the book. If I know it's about witches or vampires or dragons, or if it's epic fantasy, or if it's dark fantasy, or if it's romantasy or whatever, I will put that in an extra column as well. And then I will also include if I've already read it or not, and then my score out of 5. So that way, if I want to see which books with vampires I haven't read yet, I can just search vampire books in my list, find them, see if I have read them yet or not, and then read them, which to me is like super exciting. So when I went to Waterstones only a few days ago to pick up 2 books that I actually had ordered, I was browsing through the books of Scarlett Sinclair, of which I own quite a few already. And I didn't have to think like, oh wait, which one did I own yet? I just opened my Google Drive, I went to my file, and I checked and I picked up the one book that I was still missing, so yay me. Honestly, to me, it's the best hour and a half that I spent on creating this file and inputting my books, because it gives me so much peace of mind that whenever I'm in a bookstore, I can just check if I have something or not. And that will avoid me having duplicates. And also because like for special books, I will put in the special edition I already own. So I can also see with special editions if I already have it or not. So if I'm out shopping for books, I can really quickly find it. And now, of course, I'm very curious. How do you keep track of the books you own? Do you own them physically or only digitally? Because I know one of my friends has an e-reader and barely has any physical books, but I also know of friends who have like 3 bookcases full with books. So I'm very curious, how do you know which books you have? Do you use Goodreads? Do you use an Excel sheet? Do you use something else? I would love to know. Feel free to share in a comment down below, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!